Okay, so this has actually been on my mind a little bit because I've been playing a lot of Daredevil when I
There's a
can. He's
beast
banned
lurking
a
within me.
lot, but I've gotten pretty good at him. And there's a lot of stuff I
Sentence
noticed
the public. Our enemies are near.
with
I can
the
feel them.
mainly the chain nerfs, the devil chain nerfs. And I want to talk about that because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous what they did to him. So they nerfed the chain, so it basically does like 5 more damage practically, right? And the problem with that is I think the chain is one of the more nuanced abilities he has because now with the nerfs to the chain, he's become a auto tracking kind of slop character, right? Because that's the main thing you're going to be doing
Can't run from justice.
99% of the time on this character, and it is so easy. It is so easy because 95% of the job is done for you
Wrath of the
by
beast.
Devil's Throw being auto tracking.
I can hear them getting closer.
And I don't really know why they nerfed the chain when not only is the animation for the throw quicker, but if you just do it twice, you get the same effect as one hit of the chain anyway. Like,
The hunt.
let's see, how much over health does it give you? You know, apparently it's just more. Anyway,
Over.
I thought one hit of the chain gave you max 400 HP, but it's 373.
Wrath of the beast.
So it's I would say the strongest even thrower, like stronger, just like overall, like more deserving of a nerf
On my radar.
because you have an extremely quick and easy combo to get 400 HP much more reliably than the throw, which is just Devil's Throw,
I see you.
dash with Sonic Pursuit right across to finish that combo.
For your sins.
And then because you hit him a few times, you're going to have Fury enough to do Devil's Throw again, which is going to reach you to 400 HP.
Is mercy. Hellfire.
And I'll just do one more time. I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy. And it's so strong.
Not your best work.
It does like, I mean, let's see. This is probably like, that's probably like 75 HP, so what? 200 damage? And then you just do a primary and one melee, because his first melee does 2 hits, and they're dead. And if it's a 250 HP character, I actually think it kills them outright.
Our enemies are near.
Where's
I can
Jeff?
feel them. Hellfire.
Yeah, so it does 250 damage. I cannot really understand as everyone else how they nerf and buff characters, but it's lately really confusing me how they made Daredevil stronger in a way and
Call justice.
the way people play him more annoying. I like people were complaining about Daredevil, so they nerfed him, but the outcome of their nerf was that they made him stronger and more annoying because now the players that play Daredevil, they're not going to bother with the chain.
A poor case.
These days I hate the chain because one, it's like I said in the beginning, it's a much more nuanced ability where you have to hit the sweet spot to do
I can hear them getting
the best amount of damage, because if you don't, then it does like 5 damage.
ruthlessness is mercy.
And in a practical sense, when you're diving in a regular dive engagement, you're going to be like everyone's going to be spread out, right? You're not going to be able, like, it's not like a Groodle where everyone's in one specific spot. You're going to be hitting a sweet spot on one person. Now, that's much less efficient compared to hitting multiple people multiple times with pretty much the same outcome in terms of overhealth and damage. Sometimes even more damage because each bounce it stacks up, you know, it doesn't decrease. It's like this. I think each bounce is like 35 damage, maybe more, maybe less. I don't remember exactly, but around there, right?
Enemies are near.
And if you do the chain, you just can't do that. Not to mention, in a meta sense, it hurts. It hurts, dude. My hand hurts pressing right trigger again and again and again. Like it, it just is an uncomfortable sequence of buttons to keep pressing. Where if you press the left trigger for Devil's Throw, it's more spread out and feels better to hit. Now, I want to move on to 1v1s real quick, where a lot of people would make the argument, okay, yeah, well, even before and after the nerf, the use for the chain was 1v1s. Honestly, I disagree, because not only in a practical sense, if we're 1v1ing in a small space, for example, in here, if I'm 1v1ing someone in here, look at this. Well, okay. My point is, it's gonna bounce off the walls. And it's gonna bounce off the walls more than it would if there was no walls. Like out here. So it's gonna do more damage compared to if you're just doing a chain, which has no extra bounce. And again, you have the argument that the combo with the throw is faster. Like, you cannot beat that in speed with the chain. It's the animation is factually longer. And there's no real cancel for it. This character is really fun. And he's one of the dive characters left that is more viable than not in most cases. For example, magic can get countered pretty easily if you have a good poke and thing, where Daredevil has a lot of more sustain and more like easy access to combos because he refills his fury on hit, so it's much more reliably done. And also not that difficult to do the combos. He doesn't exactly have that many once you like get to know them. And sometimes he can counter his counters if they're only half good, you know. He can do a lot more than pretty much any other diver, which is another reason people hate him, because no one likes dive in this game. Which, I mean, I understand. When you play against a really good dive, especially like 3 coordinated dive, it's pretty much impossible to win. Unless your team is super coordinated, which most of the time isn't going to happen in this game. Still, though, I think he genuinely would be less annoying. I think he would be less of a problem if they nerfed the throw and kept the chain the exact same. The same damage there was before, the same overhealth as it was before. You can even nerf the overhealth it gives. I mean, it's not really, it's fine. No one uses the chain for the overhealth. They used to do it for the damage, but now the damage isn't there. So, you know, using the chain, it's just become redundant when you really think about it, because everything with the throw and in terms of speed and damage is better. It's just better, more reliable, easier. Buttons feel better to press. Like, is better. And
Ruthlessness is
if you nerfed throw, he would become harder to play. Because right now, Daredevil isn't hard to play. Like, I don't like when people kind of go off on these, like, tangents where he's like a hard character. They did the same with Black Panther. Black Panther isn't a hard character. You know, there's nothing really hard about BP. It's the game sense, and it's pretty easy to learn. You know, game sense is something that anyone can learn pretty quickly just by watching the game or playing the game
Dad would have been proud
and having like a brain. It's pretty much all you need. But if they made the chain the more primary source of the combos and the damage, you would really have to think about what you're gonna do, who you're engaging, how you're engaging, and when. Because one, you have a longer animation. Two, it pretty much is usually a direct hit and not going to be used in one, like, in like practical dive engagements. You know, if you're coordinating with a Venom, then you're going to have to really go after one person and not have that reliability of the throw hitting everyone at once. You're only going to be like, hey, we need to jump this invis, and you're going to need a hard focus invis, not hard focus invis and the Luna with the throw by just getting in that chip damage, so when you kill the invis, you can move on to Luna, who's already low. No, it would be once you kill the invis, Luna would be more health, more like have more health than not, and it'd just be harder. So yeah, it always kind of made me think, and lately it's been on my mind as I play him more. Anyway, that's about it. I gapped, but I had to get it off my chest because I don't want to keep thinking about it.